Well, hello, good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for the Ghantoot International Championship. And this is effectively a semi-final we've got lined up here on Field 2. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Abu Dhabi against UAE. Let's have a look at the runners and riders. Players are all set out in the middle. 2 umpires are on board. And we are almost ready to get the ball in play. Here are the runners and riders. Faris Al Yabouni is at the front for Abu Dhabi. Felix Hussein is at 2. Santi Laborde plays at 3. And at the back, Alfredo Capella. UAE with a slight change to their lineup in the absence of Lukin Monteverde. They are number 1, Her Highness Sheikh Maitha Al Maktoum. At 2 is Theo Lecao. At 3, replacing Lukin, is Juan Jaudeche. And at the back, Benjamin Urquiza. Our mounted umpires for this one, Senor Matias Barbieri and Mr. Jason Dixon. And in the third man chair next to me is Peter Wright. So the winner of this match goes to the final. It's as simple as that. Ball's in play. Pops out the back. Challenge coming in there on Laborde was from Urquiza. Backhander from Juan Jaudeche looking for Benja Urquiza, but he's been nudged out of the way there by Santi Laborde. And Laborde on this nice little bay will spin the corner and try and launch an attack here for Abu Dhabi. Well-timed ride-off coming in from Urquiza. Just about judged that to perfection. Capella reaching out from behind the pony. Slight miscontrol, but he's still got possession here and he's working it down inside the 40. It's Capella up in front of goal. The cow comes in and that's a good steal. Oh, the pony almost sat down on her hocks, but just about holds it together. And punch forward, and a good long drive out of defence there coming in the form of Benjamin Urquiza. Backhander from Faris turns them around. Here's Capella. Being tracked here by Lecao. Switches to the near side under contact, goes for the near side backhander and finds that one through the traffic. Near side from Urquiza, and he's done really well there, Benja Urquiza. He's found an absolute beauty of a backhander and he's released a teammate. They want the return pass. Lecao trying to reverse this one across the field back towards Urquiza, who was the man who released him in the first place. Benja on the end of this one. Nudges it around the corner, takes the contact there from Laborde, and this is Benja Urquiza. Oh, he's done everything right but score. And a cry of anguish from Benja. Well, it was a difficult chance, but he worked it so well. And he'd be disappointed not to have found the target. Lovely play from UAE. Capella scrambling to get back. He's just about done so. Right is the call. Don't think he can release it right. He's got a man blocking that pass, so he's had to go a little bit more straight. Faris is there, so too is Maitha Al Maktoum. She's done well. She swept that one across the field and done really well to find her teammate here, Benjamin Urquiza. Benja, who's been really good in this tournament, releasing that one across the field. Jaudeche tries to open that backhander, and he's found a good angle because Lecao's going to come straight down the barrel here and pick it up on the head-to-head. Perhaps more luck than judgment, who knows? And that one's been fizzed down towards goal, and I tell you what, it's just a whisker wide to the right. Brilliant start by the Whites. Play is called. They may be caught short here because Juan Jaudeche has changed. I'm not sure if... Oh, I see. Capella's waiting for his own teammate. It's Hussein who's changing, which is why Capella was just waiting and using that full 10 seconds there on the restart. That one's gone out to the right-hand side looking for Santi Laborde, but he's been beaten to the ball here by Juan Jaudeche. Juan, good pass, clever. Short, measured, open backhand pass down to the balls, and he's popped it right out in front of Benja. Benja wants to whistle, but he may not now because Lecao has picked up the ball, and Lecao is working this one across the face. Oh, good steal. Hussein is back in defence and done a good job here for Abu Dhabi. Felix Controls the play, down in the corner, nice work from him. He's gone past one, found a little bit of space here. And can he find Capella? Capella goes straight down the middle. It's not long enough, and it's not a good enough angle, and Urquiza will be back. Benja with the confidence here to turn the play. Capella breathing down his neck, but he's done well here, Benja, and he's found a lovely drive. This looks very good. It's straight. And Meta trying to get on the end of this. She's been hooked out of it there by Santi Labordi, and he had to come and deal with Her Highness Sheikha Meta Al Maktoum because she was right in front of goal. Lovely pass from Urquiza, but it's come to nothing. Backhander reverses, and Baker is in here, and Urquiza sweeps up one around the corner under his pony's neck at pace, and Urquiza is going to go away from Capella here, and it's Benjamin Urquiza who's going to get the first score of the game. Brilliantly done. UAE go 1-0. Well, he's had a really good start to the match, hasn't he? He's in fine form. And that's, well, he came up with a lovely pass. Unfortunately, Meta was hooked out of the play. Labordi had to come back and deal with her, but Urquiza picking up that loose ball and going past Capella to get the first score of the match. Ball's back in play. Here comes Essain. Felix. Wristy pass through to Labordi, who's on this nice dark bait. Santi puts the brakes on. Clear white is the call. And Labordi goes for goal. This is left, I think, is it? Yes, he's just missed it by a whisker. Great contact there from Santi. He was just outside the 60. He certainly got all of that. But he just turned it over, and the chance has gone. 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the first. Urquiza. Haudici goes right and then back to the left-hand side, and he's going to be the recipient of this pass. Reaching out there, he wants the whistle, but Santi Labordi looked good. And Essain has possession of the ball just outside the 60-yard line, trying to work this one across and into a dangerous area. Little wristy under the neck shot towards goal. He's measured it very nicely. Well done, Felix Essain. All the ones on the scoreboard. The border has changed. And he's going to get back just in the nick of time. The Whites have it. Here's Lecao. Gio Lecao trying to work this one past his opposite number. The two number twos coming together with a ride off there right in front of the Abu Dhabi camp. Ball's been left here for Benja. He's punched that one down towards goal, looking for Haudici. Faris is there. Haudici, and Haudici is going to score. Here he is. He got the hook on Faris, and then the ball just popped out for him, and he just flicked it across the line. And the white shirts of UAE go back into the lead here with just 34 seconds remaining in the first. It's 2-1. And there is the hooter to end that first chukker. A really good opening exchange here between these two local teams. But UAE have the slight advantage. At the end of the first, it's 2-1.
We the best, no contest. We the best. There ain't no one like cause are you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best. We the best, no contest. We the best.
welcome back everybody. Start of the second in this Ghantoot International Polo Championships. First of our two games here this afternoon. We will be watching Ghantoot take on Ghantoot in our second match. But meanwhile, this one has certainly got our attention. 2-1 to UAE with a chance to go to the final. Up for grabs. Ball's back in play. Who's got it? Clear purple, clear is the call from Jason Dixon, and Urquiza fires it downfield. And Juan Haudici tried to come in on the near side, has come in with too much angle, and the whistle is gone. It's going to be a spot hit, penalty 5 in favour of Abu Dhabi. Capella. Nudges the ball forward and then goes out towards Santi Laborde. Laborde with a little show and go there on Haudici. Pitching it up on the near side. Over the halfway line he goes. Felix has gone for the pass, and there is the pass. It's going down towards goal. It's leaking out to the right hand side slightly. Maitha's going to have to deal with it. She couldn't do so, and the goal shot comes in, and it's Essayin who gets the final touch on the near side behind the pony of Juan Haudici, and the purple shirts have equalised here. Early doors in the second. It's 2-2. Ball in on 25 seconds. And it's gone straight to the back of the pack. The two number 4s contesting this. It's Capella. And Urquiza's just been nudged and eased out of the way there by Santi Laborde. And that's given his teammate a little bit of space to work this one forward. Big ride-off coming in. Well-timed ride-off there from Juan Haudici. And then he gets the hook. Can he find the backhand of Benka? A little bit unlucky, just deflected, but Urquiza's done well. Straighten up nicely and come away with the ball at pace. Benka now on the chestnut. Can he cut this one back towards goal? He's shown too much of that to Santi Laborde, and that's a lovely backhander coming in from Capella. Good distance on that open backhander, releasing Felix Essayin. Essayin goes across the halfway line, being tracked here by Lacau. Hit it is the call. They want it in the middle, and there it is. It's a good-looking pass. Faris is coming through. Maitha is there. She's raising her stick for the foul, and the chance has gone wide to the right. Well, it was a difficult chance, in fairness to Faris, but he didn't get enough angle on that next shot, and it's going to be a knock-in here in favour of UAE. Juan Haudici just covering there to see whether he was needed to take that knock-in. In the end, Benka was back in time, so Juan has gone downfield for the pass, and he's going to get the ball here. Haudici, really good hit that is. Cut that, and he's cut it way downfield, but Capella is going to get there before Sheikha Maitha, and Capella nudges this one across the face and away from the danger zone. Sets himself and brings it back inside behind that group of players. Now, what are his options? Right is the call. Has he got the distance on that? Faris wants it, and Faris straightens up nicely, and Faris is in here. Picks that one up from slightly behind the pony. It's a really good pick up here. It's Faris Al-Yabouni down towards goal. Oh, has he overdone that? No, he's got a bit of luck off the pony, has he? It's been kicked through, and the goal is good. Well, not once, but twice. Oh, no, it's not. It's come flying back. I didn't see it. And it's Urquiza who's picked up the ball. Benka on the counter-attack here, being tracked by Essayin. Benjamin Urquiza is up over the halfway line, and he's absolutely flat tack. Lacau goes downfield. Benka goes for goal. Oh. So close. Across the face. And the umpire's deciding that enough is enough. They're going to blow the whistle and stop the clock with 3:48 remaining here in the second. And we can't separate these two teams. It's 2-2. Change of ponies. It's been flat out for the last minute or two. Slightly warmer. Well, definitely a lot warmer than it was when we were down here last. So both these teams played 2, won 1, lost 1. Abu Dhabi lost their first match to Ghantoot 12-7. But they then came back and beat Ghantoot. So a win here would put them through as Capella goes out to Santi Laborde. Plenty of space here for Santi. Felix drops in behind, but Santi's shown too much of that to Benja, and Benja's played a lovely backhander, but Juan Heldici was on a different wavelength. He was going for the one down the boards, and that's easy pickings here for Felix Essayin. He's gone long, but Benja Urquiza will get there first, glancing over both shoulders. Urquiza decides to sweep this one towards the boards. Benja. And the whistle goes there as the challenge came in from Santi Laborde. Just going back to those results, so Abu Dhabi, having been beaten by Ghantoot, came back with a win over Ghantoot, and then UAE, a really good match against Ghantoot. 11-10 they won that first one. But then they too were beaten by Ghantoot. So both teams played 2, won 1, lost 1. Benja. Santi. Laborde done well, straightened up there and got the ball away from Juan Heldici, but it's been met nicely here on the head-to-head by Benja Urquiza. And he's gone past Felix Essayin, tried to flick it back towards Juan Heldici. Not quite sure why, but Lecao has it, and he's going to spin the corner and try and have a pop at goal, but the attack has broken down, and here comes Capella. Capella using the ball sufficiently with a positive move across the field. Now he's got the contact from Lecao, so this will be a second phase, and he'll be able to play this ball a little bit shorter now and work it into a position here for Abu Dhabi. Flicks it back towards Santi Laborde. They link up pretty well, these two, don't they? There's the pass downfield. Faris is trying to get on the end of this. Maytha Al Maktoum's done really well and read the situation. Didn't quite get the shot that she wanted, and tucked in behind her was Faris. Faris now opening the backhander up and trying to centre that one, but Lecao, well, it's Urquiza in the end who flicks it out. Didn't quite get enough on that though, and here comes Capella. Alfredo just waiting for Urquiza to come out of the way. He was called out, and there's the goal shot coming in. Where's that one gone? He's got it, you know. It was Santi Laborde who pulled the trigger on the angle, and Abu Dhabi take a 3-2 advantage. Well, Sheikha Maytha there in the goal, trying to just prevent that one from going through, but it was a tough ask. And the Purples ahead for the first time in the match. Essayin fakes the backhander and spins the corner. He's lost the attentions here of Juan Heldici. But a miscontrol there by Felix. And that's allowed Tio Lecao to do a little pirouette on the halfway line and then pick a pass out towards Juan Heldici. 30 seconds remaining here in the second chaka. Heldici putting the brakes on, trying to equalise here at the end of this second. Coming across the field here on this dark grey, and he's pulled the trigger and he's gone for goal. And I tell you what, he's not a million miles away, but he's not going to trouble the scorers. That is the end of the second chaka. And Abu Dhabi, with a really good showing there in the second, find themselves ahead here at the break. It's 3-2.
Let's go. I was born to kill it. I was meant to win. I am down and willing, so I will find a way. It took a minute, now it didn't happen right away. When it get hot in the kitchen, you decide to stay. That's how it winners made. Stick a fork in the hater on my dinner plate. I walk into the fire like it's just a bit of flames. I switch my style up, watch the money pile up. I'ma get rich or die trying, want me switch.
We're back live. Welcome back to all of our Polo Line TV viewers on the live stream. Be good to hear from you if you are tuned in and watching on Polo Line TV. Send in a message and we will try and get a shout out to you as and when we can. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got a knock in here. And it's in favour of Abu Dhabi after that chance from Juan Jauretche. Just went across the face of goal and wide to the right. There's Capella. He's the man who's going to be taking this restart. He's just having a chat there. Santi Laborde comes across. Faris knows what's going on. He's gone downfield. Could it be that same pass out towards Laborde? This time he's out to the right-hand side. Urquiza thought about it but couldn't quite get in there, and it's going to be Santi Laborde here. Can he return this one? He's gone out towards Essayin. He's cut back behind the pony of Juan Jauretche. Felix on the near side. Jauretche with the inside track. Just waits there for Essayin to show his hand. And gets a little bit of a nudge behind, which he wasn't happy about, but they've still got possession of the ball. Play will continue. Here's Urquiza. Scuffed that one a little bit. He tried to go long towards Jauretche. And Jauretche couldn't quite get in there because Essayin was flying back, but Juan's done well. Felix on the near side will reverse it. Good little touch from Capella means he can unleash that under the next shot, and he's absolutely battered that one downfield. It's gone inside the 30, but Urquiza will go back and retrieve this for UAE. Faris coming in with the ride-off against Benjamin. Nice little spin turn by Urquiza, and he gets away from Faris, as you would expect, and punches that one downfield towards Sheikha Matha. Lovely pick up here from Matha. Essayin had to get back on ball, and he did. Open is the call, but it was a late call, and Benja had already set his mind. Took it forward. Jauretche goes for the pass now. Can he find Juan Jauretche? It's going to be a short pass. Benja's gone for goal. This one's out to the left-hand side. Is it? No, it's deflected back in. And Juan Jauretche came in. Faris Al-Yabouni tried to get back to the ball, but in doing so, he's drawn the umpire's whistle. It's going to be a penalty one right on the goal line. So the goal is scored or awarded. 3-3. The whistle goes, the clock stops with 5-5-3, and it's going to be a restart from the centre of the field. It's going to be a 5B after that penalty one in favour of UAE. Well, the purple shirt's just querying with the umpires as to the awarding of the penalty one, but at that range, to prevent a goal-scoring opportunity, it's as clear as day from here. I think they're just going to have to accept that and face up, try not to concede here from 5B. Here comes Benja. Could go hard at this first time. And doesn't quite get the contact on it. And Santi Laborde will be there to just tickle it around the corner back onto his offside now. Being hassled and harried there by Juan Jauretche. Ooh, little flick back pass intended there for Capella, and they've overplayed it here. And Juan Jauretche will have a pop at goal. Sets himself, pony not helping out at all. And in the end, he's gone for a deep angle under the next shot, and he's pushed it wide. So a let-off there for Abu Dhabi. He just overplayed that in defence a little bit. But no damage done. 3-3. Capella. Right is the call. Not sure if he can get it right, can he? He's had to go left. Jauretche gets there ahead of Essayin. He He's just struggling a little bit with this mare who's a bit twisty-turny, and he's got some backup, and well, just as well. Benja, back with Haudeche, needs to get rid of this, and he has done so. Found a good pass out towards Matha. Matha coming around at pace, picks up a nice one under a pony's neck. Capella back in defence here for Abu Dhabi. And he's just let that ball cross the back line. Looked like from here he might have got a touch on it, but he didn't, so it's going to be a knock-in here to Abu Dhabi. Capella changing pony and comes back for the restart on a grey. This time he's gone out towards Laborde and found a nice pass. Laborde across there in front of the Abu Dhabi camp. He's going to put the brakes on. Saim with a nice block. Still working it forward here is Santi Laborde. And he's gone down the boards towards Capella, who comes through at pace here on the grey. Cuts this one back around the corner, but the inside track belongs to... Is that Lacana Urquiza coming through? Big ride off. Oh, and Capella doing his utmost there to get the ball away from Benja Urquiza. But in doing so, that belly shot has conceded a knock-in. Restart here for UAE. Faking to go right and then breaking back to the left here is Juan Haudeche, but Santi Laborde was waiting for that play and he's read it well. Found Saim. Saim with a nice little dab on the ball there, and now he's working it down inside the 60. Felix Saim with some good skills, pulls the trigger there under pressure from Urquiza. Benja half called out of it, but he was already in the process of playing the ball, and well, he's done all right. He's found Juan Haudeche. Haudeche will leave this now for Urquiza. And that was positive enough. They were questioning whether he was using it, but he came through at pace and he was pretty positive. Laborde picking up that miscontrol from Benja. Santi now around the corner. Haudeche comes across to try and put the squeeze on him, and it's still Santi Laborde. Backed up by Saim. Saim surely from there is going to pull the trigger, and no, he's taken another touch. And it's very slow. And eventually the space opens up, and it is Santi Laborde who opens up and finds the flag. And eventually the whistle goes. We've got a minute and 54 seconds on the clock. And Abu Dhabi, as the players nip off to change their ponies, find themselves ahead here, 4-3. It looks like a yellow card has gone to Santi Laborde for that open play. I think it was the one where he was questioning whether the ball had been used. And he's conceded a 5B and a yellow card. So a chance here for Benja Urquiza to get UAE straight back on level terms here, with the ball at his feet from the halfway line. Plenty on that. Is it out to the left? It is. It's long and left. So no damage done as far as Abu Dhabi are concerned. And Capella brings the ball back in. Capella swatting that one under his pony's neck. He's got plenty of distance and angle on it, and it's a really good pass for Santi Laborde. Putting the brakes on here. Being tracked by Urquiza. Santi with a lofted cut shot down towards Capella, but Juan Haudeche was there, and he's delayed that backhander and done really well. He's found Benja. Urquiza now putting the brakes on. Kicked by the pony. Couldn't quite get the pony under control. Esain wants the whistle, but looked okay. And he came in with a good hook there on Lecao. Felix around the corner trying to straighten up on goal. Esain is in on goal with a little wristy flick down towards the posts. He was under pressure from Benko Urquiza, who came in for the challenge. And in the end, Esain is wide to the left. Benka changes pony and gets back for the 10-second count. Goes out towards Lecao. Time and space to put the brakes on and cross over and get this onto the offside. There's the 30-second hooter here in this third chukka. Can the Whites come in at half-time, level pegging? Haurichi trying to do something about that. So too was Urquiza, but Urquiza's challenge has been snuffed out here. And it could be Abu Dhabi who score. Abu Dhabi driving that one downfield in the form of Capella. Didn't quite get the shot he was looking for. And that's a really good backhander from Lecao. An absolute ripper on the near side has released Juan Haurichi. And Juan Haurichi will chop that one up over the halfway line. But as he does so, and he pulls the trigger on the bouncing ball on the volley, super stuff from Juan Haurichi, but he's been beaten by the clock. And that is half-time here, and it's Abu Dhabi, after a really good second and third chukkers, who find themselves ahead here at half-time. It's 4-3.
See, yes, we are 4 teams, Sebastian, but I think they are a very strong team. They're all well-balanced. And also the field helps a lot. You know, the ball runs, so you got to be quick in order to catch up your man, to catch the play. But it's a fast ball on those fields. See, we've been playing all these medium goals, and sometimes the mindset is a bit slow because you get the game, the tone of the game is slow. But when you jump to, like when we played the first game against Ghantoot, I think the first 2-3 chukkers, we played very well, and then Ghantoot was much better than us. They controlled the game and they won. And now we have a system, like, you know, we connect, they're great players, all of them, Santi, Laporte, Alfred, and Philippe Carlo. They're great players. Now we had the system that we played today. So for me, I had to be quick in order to be in the game. See, they are great players and great people. I mean, all the teams are great people, and it's good to enjoy. Okay, you win, you lose, this is part of the game. Yeah, but always you would like to win, and playing with good people like these guys, it's a pleasure to enjoy it and to play. And we're happy. I think we have another match, strong match against UAE, and it's going to be basically make it or break it, you know. So I think UAE is a very strong team. They've been playing throughout. Yes, the team has changed a bit, but the horses, everything, they're there. So we'll see. At the end of the day, when we announced this tournament, yes, as you know, you were in the press conference, I talk as a Ghantoot Polo Club, as a board, as His Highness Sheikh Falah, we wanted to make the tournament attractive and to put such prizes, thanks to His Highness and thanks to the board, to the club, to the organizer. Such a prize, it's incentivized the team to play for a prize, okay? And that's something they want to play. Yes, always, when you're in the game, you focus on the game and you want it to win. But when you relax a bit, you say, yes, there is a prize. I would like to win it. You know, it's something nice to have to win.
Welcome back, everybody. There's the Chukka by Chukka stats. UAE with a good start, 2-1 at the end of the first. But that had been reversed at the end of the second. Abu Dhabi with a really good second Chukka. Came in 3-2 ahead. And they've held on to that 1-goal advantage here at half-time. Currently 4-3. They're the match stats. Field goals 4-2. Throw-ins shaded by UAE, 3-2 in their favour. Fouls committed, 1 apiece. And penalties 1 from 1 for UAE. And there has been a yellow. So the players just starting to look busy for the second half of this match. There's the Ghantoot camp, looking very relaxed, and rightly so. They play this afternoon, but with 2 from 2, find themselves already in Friday's final. Going to restart from the centre of the field. Mabieni gets us underway. Popped out the back. And 2 number 4s will contest this. It's Capella who's got the measure of the treasure and has worked it around the corner. And the whistle. There was a clear call. The umpire right on the spot, just explaining. Benko Okisa there, protesting his innocence. So it's going to be a penalty 5. From the spot, pretty slow. Negative play on the far side has not been rewarded, and as a result it's from the point of the infringement. That one's been lashed forward, lovely cut shot, long and down towards goal. Where's this one going? I think Banker's going to have to go and deal with it. It's come up a couple of feet short. Brilliant hit from Capella. Haurici cannons off the board, stays in play. Juan putting the brakes on, setting up the play here for UAE. Oh, and a little leave there that's gone horribly wrong. And Essayin comes through. Essayin will open the backhander up towards goal. Has been hooked out of it. Laborde's there. Huge challenge coming in from Capella. And Capella has spun the corner and he's got the goal. And, well, the Whites didn't like the challenge. It certainly was a big ride-off, judged to be firm and fair. And Abu Dhabi opening up a 2-goal advantage here for the first time. It's 5-3. Possession up for grabs. Haudici being tracked here by Capella. Decides to take it forward. Now can get the ball back on the offside. Capella around the corner here for Abu Dhabi. Miscontrol from him. Oh, and the Whites had a chance there to reverse that, but just didn't quite get the job done. And Abu Dhabi still have possession here. Capella punching it downfield. Faris is going to try and get on the end of that. He'll have to go near side. He's done well. Around the corner here, Faris didn't get enough on that one. Flick on the near side by Benkhur Kisa. Laborde is there. And so too was the whistle. So, a defensive penalty here for Benkhur Kisa. He's way down in that, inside his own half, down in the corner. Gets a pass out towards Lakau. Lakau downfield towards Juan Haudici. Backhanded, hacked away there by Laborde. Didn't get much on that. It's going to fall favourably here for UAE. And there's the goal shot coming in from Lakau. Oh, that's unlucky. It's just pinged off the pony of Maitar Al Maktoum, and it's fallen very nicely for Abu Dhabi. Laborde works it back in field. Haudici giving him enough space to release that. Laborde wants to whistle, but play will continue here as Urquiza comes in. His little open backhander was, well, short and sweet. It's worked out quite well. I think it was a mishit, but it's right into the lap here of Teo Lakau, and Lakau fizzes that one down towards goal. The cry of anguish was from Felix Essayin, who wanted the whistle, but play will continue. Abu Dhabi have the ball here. Right is the call. Essayin's gone left. Being trapped here by Benkhur. Benkhur looks good. And he's rifled that backhander up towards Felix Essayin, and I hope he's okay. The whistle goes, the clock stops with 4:03 remaining here in the fourth. So it's going to be a free change. Essayin's going to get some treatment. Not quite sure where the ball's hit him. Top of the arm, maybe. Let's hope it's not the elbow. Well, there's a bit of concern, but judging by the amount of concern, it looks like he's going to be fine to continue. And here's the replay. And Urquiza getting plenty on that backhander. Essayin in the wrong place at the wrong time. So it's going to be a restart from the centre. No foul, just a Polo incident. .403 on the clock here. Abu Dhabi 2 goals to the good. We're back in play. Clash of sticks. Who's got it? Urquiza trying to reverse that one down the boards. He's found Lacau, and Lacau's found a lofted drive over the top towards Howard-Itchy, but he's been absolutely smashed out of the way in the ride-off there. Look at that. Dark Bay performing for Santi Labordi. And a cry of anguish there as the challenge came in. It was Teo Lacau who came in. And, well, it wasn't the best ride-off. Five beat, and a chance here for Capella, who's licking his lips, teeing the ball up because he's going to be wind assisted, and he's probably fancying his chances from here. Next goal is huge. Big difference between 5-4 and 6-3. What's Capella got? He's gone hard at it. It's low, and it's taken a lovely touch there from Benko Urquiza to deflect that one away from the goal, but his backhand has been charged down, and good work from Howard-Itchy. Had to be there and needed to deal with it, and he did. Juan Howard-Itchy now trying to, whoa, a swing and a miss, but he'll have a chance to get around the corner here. Labordi appealing for the foul, but he's miles offline, and Howard-Itchy with a chance to set up another attack here for UAE. Essayin. And well done, Sheikha Maitha Al Maktoum. Whistle's gone. She had support though. Flying through was Teo Lacau.
Yeah, there's not actually much room in the end.
And the umpires are going to look at the positioning of this because Lacau was behind Maitha and he was in on goal. They had strength in numbers, and as a result they've given a penalty 40-yard attempt. Benko Urquiza teeing the ball up. .310 on the clock. Looking to cut the deficit to just one goal. Benka circling around here looking for 4-5. He's gone really hard at it. Looks good. He's absolutely smashed it out of the middle of the stick head, straight through the middle. Good penalty from Benjamin Urquiza, and how UAE needed it. Looks like Capella's found a shoot. So we're going to have a little break here, are we? We are indeed. Clock stops with 2:44 remaining in the fourth, and it's a one-goal game. Who's going to make it to that final on Friday to face Ghantoot? Ball's in, falls nicely for Howard-Itchy, drops at his feet, and he's on the march here for UAE. Little show and go, and he's done well. Taken the body out and left it here for Lacau. Lacau puts the brakes on and tries to straighten up towards goal. It may well leave this for Benka. Benka's tucked in behind, but a little bit unlucky. It's been kicked by the pony and straight into the path of Essayin. Essayin goes hard under his pony's neck and tries to release. Well, it was Capella who was coming from deep, but never going to get there, and Urquiza spins the corner. Benka tries to go past the hook of Capella, gets the hook and tries to swap the ball back on the backhander, but he couldn't get anything on it. And here comes Lacau. Teo Lacau working this one through the defence. Hook coming in on Haldicci. That was Capella with some good defensive work, and it's Felix Essayin who has the ball once again. Nicely worked. Fake to go out to the right and then cuts back behind all those ponies and finds a little pocket of space here. It's Felix Essayin looking to launch this one downfield. He's got Faris straight. He's got Capella, who thought about going right and has decided to tuck in behind, and that's given Essayin the license to just play this one forward himself. Big ride off with Lecao. Essayin. Oh, a whistle. A big hey and a big whistle. So there was some contact there with the ball carrier. That's what the umpires have seen. That's what they didn't like. Jason Dixon just explaining that to Benjamin Urquiza. It's just a question of where. So the ball's been placed down for Abu Dhabi. And it's going to be a close range penalty here and a chance for them to restore that 2-goal advantage. Laborde, looking for 6-4. Cruises around the corner. Nice strike. Oh, hello. Hang on. Has he missed it? He has missed it. Well, maybe he was a bit too casual. He's opened the face of the stickhead and he's cut it and he's missed that right-hand post. What a let-off here for the white shirts of UAE. Could this be the momentum changer in the game? Laborde. Open backhander is called for by Capella. Drags that one from back behind the pony, trying to lose the attentions of Lecao. Lecao comes in with a good hook. Essayin is nudged out of the way there by Urquiza, who gets man and ball and then releases his teammate. Lecao goes through the challenge and the hook of Capella, but he doesn't get past Laborde. He's come up with a really good near side backhander. Good ride off and well read there by Juan Haldicci. Haldicci to Urquiza. Urquiza reverses this. This is really good polo. And look at this. Juan Haldicci, who had found a pass out towards Benja Urquiza, is on the end of the return pass. And it's UAE now. Can they score here before the end of the fourth? It's punched downfield towards Her Highness Sheikha Metha. But she's been snuffed out of the play there with some good defensive work here by Santi Laborde. Santi steadies the ship and then launches it long. Anywhere down there will do. Has Faris got enough time? It's Faris Al Yabouni. Faris needed to go near side. The whistle has gone. He's absolutely smashed it through the goal. But it won't count, folks. It is indeed the end of the fourth chukka. A fascinating match here. Fairly low scoring, but it's been brilliant polo from both teams. And at the end of the fourth, Abu Dhabi with the advantage. 5-4 over UAE.
Sin duda otro nivel, ya se arman unos equipazos con 20 goles Pero bueno, divertido, la verdad que creo que fue una muy buena temporada, bastante positiva para todo Dubái, digamos. La mayoría de los equipos hicieron las cosas muy bien. La diferencia de organizaciones por ahí del año pasado a este fue grande. Sin jugar la Copa de Plata, llegar y tener que enfrentar a equipos que están muy organizados y nosotros sin ritmo y sin jugar partido y llegando unos caballos medio tardecito y bueno, ya no te perdonan. El año pasado nos pasó lo mismo, que en la Copa de Oro no funcionábamos y tuvimos la suerte de ganar acá. Pero bueno, el año pasado creo que fue distinto porque nos costó mucho también la presión. Este año creo que estamos con más ritmo y el equipo está funcionando mejor. El primer partido que ganamos de acá nos sirvió mucho a la cabeza, a darnos cuenta que teníamos equipo, que teníamos con qué jugarles y nada, y hoy haber ganado a también te daba otro envioncito, me parece, a por ahí afianzarnos un poquito y esperar a ver qué pasa ahora en la última fecha para ver si podemos meternos en la final.
We're back live. Start of the 5th and potentially final chukker. Of course, we need a result here. We need a finalist. And it's currently in the balance, 5-4 to the purple shirts of Abu Dhabi. And how they'd love to have another crack at Ghantoot, having conceded 12 goals when they played them. 12-7, it was a proper beating in the end, but this purple team has got better and better as the tournament's gone on. And they seem to be gelling, and how they'd love to have another go at Ghantoot. As for the whites, well, a change of personnel today, never easy, but they've managed it very well. Haudici's come into the fold and performed very well. Urquiza is still buzzing around, working very hard for this white team, and they're still in this match, no doubt about it. Who's going to be joining Ghantoot on Friday's final? Ball's been teed up here by Benka. He's on his own 60-yard line. He's just calling Juan Haudici and Teo Lacau across. They're having a quick chat here and working out a plan. And here they go. Haudici goes straight down the middle, being tracked there by Santi Laborde. Pass goes to Teo Lacau. Well done, Meta. Done really well. She's got bat on ball. Just a little bit of hesitancy, though, has allowed Capella to come in and get this one down away from the goal mouth and into the corner. Capella working hard in defence here for Abu Dhabi. Sets the play. Opens up. Didn't get hold of that at all. It's come up way short, and Juan Haudici will pick this on the near side and work it back around the corner here, and possession and the attack here is with UAE. Looking to equalise here, Juan Haudici. Whoa. Well, Juan's protesting his innocence, but just can't go for goal there if there's a guy. Someone's in the way. You've got to take plan B, take an alternative route. And as a result, it's a 5B, a 5, should I say, from the spot in favour of Abu Dhabi. Launched. Benka looking up to the skies, waiting for that ball to come down. Chops the backhander out towards Juan Haudici. The backhander was short, and it's allowed Santi Laborde to come in and try and work this down into a dangerous position here. Challenge coming in, but Abu Dhabi still have it. Around the corner, Laborde shoots. Where's that one gone? Oh, he's overcooked it, and he's cut it wide to the right. Well, the next goal is absolutely monumental, isn't it? The Whites surely don't want to go 6-4. Less than 6 minutes remaining here in the fifth chukka. Long from Benja. But Capella, with plenty of time to go back here. Juan Jauretche is 20 yards away from him. Capella spins the corner. Faris has done well, got in there and just eased Jauretche out of the way. Capella now with a bit of time, and the whistle's gone. We're going to go to the centre, as it wasn't the most positive play in the world. All a bit slow. Jauretche on the right of way and just obstructing things. Capella just asking for an older ball, which would suggest one thing and one thing only. He's going to tee this up and give it a proper whack. Santi Laborde comes across for a chat. Well, he's decided to tap it. And then he's found a pass to Santi. Santi coming through on this lovely bait. He's gone past the challenge there of Urquiza, but can he get around the corner? Laborde now looking for 6-4. Tense moments in defence here for UAE. It's Laborde up inside the 30. Around the outside comes Benja Urquiza. And Benja gets the backhander, but the whistle goes. Was there an obstruction in front of Urquiza? The ball's been dropped down inside the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a penalty too. Santi Laborde. Oof, tell you what, that didn't look the most convincing short-range penalty I've ever seen, but just sneaks inside that left-hand post, and he's got the score. It's 6-4 to the purple shirts, and, well, UAE are going to have to do it the hard way. They need 3 unanswered goals to turn it around. They need to start by getting the 2 to peg them back and go potentially equalise and go to extra time. Who knows? There's still time. 5 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the fifth. We're in play. Essayin fakes the backhander and spins the corner. Well, some players looking slightly bemused at the umpires, including Juan Jauretche. Just having a look at the replay here. Now, was Juan Jauretche in contact? Just looking at the replay now, Jauretche doesn't do an awful lot wrong, does he? That is for sure. So it's going to be a roll-in. And it's popped out the back here for Essayin. Felix. Still going. Essayin with some good silky skills, but he couldn't get away from Jauretche, and the backhander will, well, be deflected off a pony, and it's fallen here for Laborde. Laborde bursting through. He's gone beyond the last line of defence, and Santi Laborde comes up with an absolute cracker. It's 7-4, and UAE are right up against it. Well, the backhander came in from Benja Urquiza, And it fell right in front of Santi Labordi on that beautiful dark bay. She is a wonderful horse. And he wasn't going to miss them there. She had the pace to go beyond everybody. Tio Lacau. It's now or never for the whites. Juan Haudici goes long and hard, needs to be on target. Is that a goal? Oh, unlucky. So close. Knock in here. And Capella, of course, will be taking as much time as he can. He's in no rush there. Brings it back into play. Wants to make sure that this play is nice and clean. Get it as far downfield as he possibly can. Well read there by Essain. Good ride-off coming in. Well-timed ride-off. Essain was appealing for the foul, but looked pretty good from here. Haudici hassling as much as he can, but the purples have still got it. Capella. Laborde comes off the pony. Falls nicely here for UAE. Juan Haudici. He's done well. Can he find the pass? Oh, he's hit it straight at Capella, who's cried in pain, but looked pretty controlled. Wasn't blasted at him, so play will continue. But all the time, the clock is being wound down here, and a loud blast from the umpire's whistle as Capella comes together with Juan Haudici on the far side of the field. Let's have another look at this. So possession goes back to Abu Dhabi. By the looks of things, it's going to be a penalty 5 down in front of the UAE camp. And time is getting away from UAE here. There's 2:27 on the clock, which means that it's less than 2 minutes. And they're trailing by 3. Fredo Capella. Laborde, and just another one that's come off the pony and fallen very nicely for Abu Dhabi. It's been that way most of the match. Good open backhander from Matha. And a cry of anguish from Benko Urquiza. The whistle's gone. Looks like a yellow may well have been brandished. That may well be that, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow card means it's going to be a penalty 2. And Santi Laborde, who missed the last one, will have the knowledge that if he misses this one, he'll get a retake because of the yellow. If he scores, they go to the 5B. So Laborde looking for 8-4. Looks straight this time, gets it through, whistle goes, clock stops with 2:01 remaining, and we're going to go back for a restart from the centre of the field. Here comes Capella. Just going to look at getting this one downfield. Surely not enough time in the game. Hasn't caught that perfectly, but it's going straight, you know. Faris is there to try and flick it in. And Faris has flicked it in. Nicely worked under his pony's neck. He gets the score. And they are marching away now, Abu Dhabi. Perhaps the scoreline flattering them slightly because UAE have been very good for a long time in this match. But currently, it's 9-4. Tirakau escaping with the ball. Can he get a consolation here for UAE? Good looking approach shot, and he may not need to touch that. He flicks it across the line, pulls one back for the Whites. 9-5.
1 minute. 30 seconds to the first bell.
So it looks like the players are pretty reluctant to get the ball back in play. Of course, there is a 25-second count, so they won't be able to change that. Here's Benka from the back of the pack. Finds a nice pass to Juan Haldici, and Juan's got some space to work this one into. He's going to have to pull the trigger quickly. He's been beaten by the clock. As that one crosses the line, it will not count. And that is the end of the match, ladies and gentlemen. A really, really good contest here between these two. But in the end, the fifth chukker proved to be Abu Dhabi's, and they came away with it. Having entered that fifth chukker a goal ahead, they've come up with 4 unanswered goals, and they find themselves winning this match 9-5. There's the chukker by chukker. The Whites had a good start, 2-1, but that had been reversed. Abu Dhabi ahead 3-2 at the end of the second. They were 4-3 ahead at half time, and you can see there coming into that fifth and final chukker, just the 1 goal in it. It was 5-4, but 4 goals for Abu Dhabi in the fifth and just 1 by UAE gives us a final score of 9-5. Let's have a look at the best goals of the game. This is Benka Urquiza dropping in on that loose ball. Played really well, Benka. Certainly started the match brilliantly, didn't he? And UAE had a really good start. They just seemed to run out of puff. That was a nice, cute little controlled under the neck shot from Felix Hussein. He had a man to his left, so he couldn't follow through, and he controlled that beautifully. Space opening up there for Santi Laborde. And here's that one that made all the difference. This was the decisive goal, wasn't it? That black mare coming through at pace. Nothing that Juan Haldici could do to stop Santi Laborde. And here's Faris on the end of that 5B from Capella, finding his angle and getting the score 9-5. 7 field goals by Abu Dhabi, 3 by UAE. Throw-ins, well, shaded by UAE, 9-5. Fouls committed, 9 by UAE and 4 by Abu Dhabi. Penalties, 2 out of 3 and 2 out of 2. There were no corners, but both teams picking up a yellow card. So happy camp down there in the Abu Dhabi corner of the field. It will be they who go to a real local derby on Friday, where they will have a rematch against Ghantoot. That's Ghantoot.